What is going on, everybody? It's your boy John, and welcome back to Gearbox. So today we are back in the Mk5 Supra, and we have a very exciting video for you guys. Obviously, title and thumbnail are going to tell you that we are putting the Supra on some HKS lowering springs, and I could not be more excited. But honestly, a little bit of background on this mod. I feel like the vast majority of people, when they get a new car and buy it with the intent of modding it, one of the first things that they typically do is go ahead and lower it, put it on new wheels and tires and all that sort of stuff. And really that fitment aspect of the aesthetic side of owning your car goes a really long way. Now for me, obviously I took a path less traveled, let's call it, got my wheels and tires, but really didn't even consider the suspension side of things, and that's for two reasons primarily. Number one is, with a car like this having the technology that it has, I really didn't want to mess with any of the active suspension components that the Supra comes with. I think the car drives really well, and I enjoy the difference between the quote-unquote comfort mode and then putting it into sport mode and tightening everything up. I know you're probably screaming at the screen saying, well, John, that's what lowering springs are for. And yes, we ultimately came to that conclusion, but initially that was not on my radar, so maybe a mistake on my part, but whatever. Now, part number two was the fact that, to be quite honest with you guys, I do not hate the overall stance of this car on factory suspension. Does it have a little bit of wheel gap? Sure. Could it be better? Sure. But it's not egregiously like monster truck looking to where I felt it super necessary. Now, of course, as time has gone on, I've done the performance mods, I've done some of the aesthetic mods and whatnot. I honestly miss driving a lowered car, just from performance standpoint as well as aesthetics. Obviously, a lowered car looks a hell of a lot better than a non-lowered car, at least in my opinion, but I'm sure the majority of you guys would agree. So anyway, we decided to go with the HKS, I believe it's pronounced HiperMax, it's spelled H-I-P-E-R-M-A-X, lowering springs. But what's cool about these springs, and one of the hardest parts of my decision on said lowering springs, was I didn't know how low I wanted to go. And when you're just buying straight up springs, there's an element of I don't know, and you're kind of taking a little bit of a gamble on it. And I didn't necessarily want to have that problem. So with these lowering springs, essentially what we're doing is turning the factory suspension, the factory, active dampening and all that sort of stuff into a adjustable coilover. Not only does this product come with springs, it's also going to come with locking collars to where we can really and truly fine-tune the height and the overall functionality of the suspension itself. So right now we are taking the Supra to our awesome friends at Thunder Bunny Racing because I don't like the idea of dealing with a spring compressor. Typically, I would be all for doing suspension. Compressing springs with a ugga-dugga and shit like that, that's not really on my bingo card for today or the foreseeable future. So we're gonna let the professionals handle it. So like I said, we're on our way to Thunder Bunny now. They're gonna have the car all day, and I will get back to y'all once the install is complete and give my first initial review on the HKS HiperMax lowering springs. All right, guys, well, it is now the end of the day, and we have officially picked up the Mk5, and I could not be more happy with how this thing turned out. It looks absolutely amazing. Obviously, since I'm driving, I cannot show you the overall kind of stance and everything like that, but basically the fender is right at the tire height, so it's definitely lower, definitely a more aggressive stance, not tucking or anything like that. I've got a pretty reasonable alignment on it as well. No crazy negative camber or anything like that was really needed. Actually, right here, I can show you the alignment. So for what it's worth, I know this is probably shaking and maybe you can get it, maybe you can't, but that is my alignment, and it, like I said, it looks awesome. Now, what's more important, and probably what some of y'all are maybe more interested in, is how the springs feel. I don't off the top of my head know what the spring rate is on both the front and rear springs. They're definitely more aggressive than stock, but obviously to be expected. But really, the only thing I can think of is it wasn't as aggressive of a transition as it was when I had my WRX and went from, you know, stock suspension slash air suspension to my Fortune Auto coilovers. I think the Fortune Autos were a lot more aggressive of a spring rate than these HKS springs are. I can definitely, you know, figure out what those spring rates are, you know, list them in the description or maybe add a little blurb here in the video itself, but it feels absolutely awesome. Definitely feel planted to the ground as expected. I mean, once again, it wasn't really a crazy performance change or anything along those lines, but I think part of it might be a placebo effect or just a recency bias effect is maybe a better term, but this car feels amazing and I can't wait to drive it, you know, more, drive it harder, and really put these new springs through their paces. Now, something else to note real quick is something that might be, I guess, advantageous for you guys is once I get home and, you know, get unpacked from work and all that stuff, I can actually take the tires off and show you what the heights on the lock collars are set at if you are looking for a similar ride height of the Supra. Obviously, when we do that, I can also show you the ride height itself. But to my understanding, I actually just talked to the owner of Thunder Bunny Racing. He hadn't really seen these springs too often on the Supras, but after doing the install, he's gonna start recommending them. Seem to be a good product, and of course it's HKS, of course it's a good product, but just wanted to throw that out there if you are looking to get an idea of where your ride height should be and where the lock collar should be subsequently. I will definitely do that for you guys as well. All right, y'all, so it is the next day. Actually, I'm sorry, I got a little bit busy with life, but either way, I wanted to show you the final outcome of the Supra. So if we look right here, hopefully that gives you a good idea of the fitment we're working with. This is a single finger fitment, essentially, basically 1.5, I guess you could call it. And then we go to the front. Yes, we do have the hood open. I put this on a battery tender every single time I park it, with it being tuned and not wanting to absolutely wreck the ECU. That's why we do it. But either way, you should get a pretty good idea here with the plastic liner. 1 finger, 1.5 fingers right there. Either way, I lied to you guys. I'm not gonna take off the actual wheel and tire today to show you the measurements of kind of where the spring sits and the lock collars and all that sort of stuff. I promise you I will do that in the future. But right now, I just got home from work and I'm just not gonna do it. And hopefully that is okay with you guys. But anyway, like I said, I'm absolutely in love with these lowering springs. All in all, it is not the most drastic drop in height I've ever seen in my life, but boys and girls, do I think that minor change makes such a large difference. I mean, look at this thing right here. It sits perfect. I absolutely love it. So guys, if you like this video, like always, please give it a big fat thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop them in the comment section down below. And as always, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. You know the drill. Until next time, peace.